All right, so we can do a whole lot on our phones. We can bank, we can shop, validate our vaccine status. So why don't we vote online? Since it is election day, it's our tech topic for today.
And it's a good one. Joining us to explain the good and the bad of voting by phone is Shelly Palmer, host of the Tech Stream podcast. Good morning, Shelly.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. So it's technically possible to vote like this on your phone. You could do it if we wanted to and if they'd allow us to do it, right?
Absolutely. There's no reason in the world. Look, you've got a bunch of reasons why you'd want to do it. You've got service people overseas, servicemen and women who are, they just can't get to a ballot. You've got disabled individuals who would have a very hard time getting to a polling place. Just basically people living in remote areas where it's just too far to drive. From a technology perspective, this is not very hard, right? We do a lot of things on our phones that we want to have incredibly secure, like we bank online. What is more important to you individually than securing your money and your finances? So if the tools that we use to keep our money secure online we trust with our money, we can trust sending a vote in. But everyone is really concerned, and maybe rightly and maybe wrongly, with having the elections hacked, right? We hear about this all the time, and this is more of a social issue than it is a technological issue. Everyone's saying, well, the elections are rigged, there's voter fraud. Could you imagine two ends of the spectrum? One end of the spectrum is a paper ballot, where literally you mark with an X, this is who I would like to vote for, and you put it in a box, and someone takes the box and they count the vote. That's way one. And the other way is the way you basically do your banking or survey with your bank. You're logged into your secure private account. They say, oh, you like this app? You go, yes. And that's it. You're done. And that's restricted to one time you can enter your information, and it's done.
Shelly,
so it's actually quite secure.
Shelly, would this be something that you think, hackers would target this? Would this be something that they could make so that it would be secure, that there would be some kind of network where the state of New Jersey could create some type of secure network where people would be able to cast their ballots?
By the way, this has been done. It's been done in Nevada. It's been done in West Virginia. It's been done in Iowa. This has been done. It's been tested. Look, there are two things that are true about the universe. Anything that can be hacked will be hacked. That's just true. But that's true of any system anywhere. It's just a question of scale and size. Putting that aside, having something incredibly secure, like for a vote, this is technically possible with not a lot of effort on the technology side and a lot of effort on the tell the story side. So I do believe this is possible, and I think it should happen. It actually, I believe, would be significantly more secure. But every time you say something is going to be secure online, you can find out, again, like I've said, Dan, so many times, anything that can be hacked will be hacked. Thing is, we need to be secure in our understanding that technology is capable of doing this for us. And if we want it, if we want the most secure, the most accurate voting system, at some point, we are going to have to give everybody the right to have their own data, to be responsible for their own data. That identity, which would just belong to me, I would use for voting. And Shelly, at that point, we're going to get there.
So we get that it's probably more of a political thing than technological thing, but quickly, would it be cheaper to do this? Because we talked about early voting and how much it costs and stuff like that. So is it cheaper to go this route?
Significantly. This would be a much more secure, much less expensive system that would all but guarantee success. And now the question is selling in the theory. And I'll be debated on this by a lot of my colleagues, but we've talked about it. We're pretty sure it's true. The question is, do you want it? If you want it, tell your elected officials you want it.
I want it. Go to Instagram, go to get your vote. It's not a bad deal. Okay, Shelly.
Sounds like a plan.
Shelly Palmer, host of the Tech Stream podcast. Thank you very much.
See you soon.